Welcome to another Cakeland Coaches preseason interview, this time with Mark Coles, the head coach of the Weskan Coyotes, brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Kansas and many business and individuals in the Weskan area. And Coach, what do you expect this season?
Well, it's going to be a season of change, so I just hope that we react to that and have fun doing it.
All right. If you want to know more about Weskan football, go to openspacessports.com and we'll give you the full coverage of the Weskan Coyotes. Coach, let's talk a little bit. You talk about change, and boy, you are going to you've kind of set the whole thing in motion because you are going to have change for the first time ever, I think, in school history. You're going to play high school six-man football, am I right?
I don't know about in history, but
in recent history.
Recent history, yes, sir. Yeah, we just saw the writing on the wall. Our numbers were going to be low. We were looking at potentially 9 boys. So we made the decision to not put in for district play, and through the efforts of some other league schools or district schools, really, we were able to find 5 teams that were willing to play us in a 6-man game. So we're gonna run this and see how it goes.
How many kids are you going to actually have out, as it looks like here now, as you get ready for practice?
We have 10. So we ended up with an exchange student. A family brought on an exchange student, so that put us at 10. So that's what we had at practice yesterday, and I'm sure that's what we'll have the rest of the year.
Explain to those people that are watching the rules of 6-man football.
Well,
and how they would be different from 8-man.
How they differ from 8-man is in the fact that everybody's eligible. So the center can go out for a pass and catch a pass. Down in distance, it's first. You have to gain 15 yards rather than 10 yards to get a first down. And then there's some small scoring differences. A field goal is worth 4 points, when in traditional football it's worth 3, and the extra points are backwards. So if you kick an extra point, it's worth 2 points. If you run it in for an extra point after a touchdown, it's worth 1 point.
Okay, just the reverse. What about the size of this field? Will it be the same size as an 8-man field? Yes.
Kansas actually plays on an 80-yard field, which is a 6-man dimension field. So all of the fields are correct, and that's a difference between Kansas 8-man football and 8-man football in like Colorado. They play on a 100-yard field that's 40 wide, but the field will be the same as what we traditionally have played on.
I wasn't going to hit you. I'm getting that fly out of there. But let me ask you this. As you prepare for this season, have you done a lot of preparation by going to videotape or talking to coaches about the 6-man game?
Yeah, I've done some studying, and I'm still not as comfortable as I think I would be, as I should be. I think offensively, the schemes will stay the same, fairly much the same. Defense has got me worried because it's so wide open, and but I think that's probably a concern for anybody that coaches 6-man is how do you stop athletes?
Speed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, listen, good luck to you. We're going to cover your very first, well, not your first one, I guess. We're doing the second game of the year, which will be at Wheatland, and it'll be our first game ever to cover a 6-man game on Open Spaces Sports, and I think maybe even a couple of others down the road. So good luck to you, and wish you the best. I'm sure those kids are excited in some respects just because of how different it might be.
Yeah, I think so, and just being able to play and any kind of football makes it worth the effort.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Mark Coles, our guest here on OpenSpacesSports.com.